You want to be fast? Whoa. You want to double jump? Do you want to hit that pesky spine, the back of the head with a bat? Well, my friend, play as the Scout, because you could get to do all of that and much more. Side note for the Scout, real quick, you're going to be shot, blown up, burned, shot again, blown up maybe a couple more times, and burned only twice, I think. That's the couple of notes right there. Also, if you're gonna play as the Scout, just watch how far you launch yourself with your double jumps, because you cannot really persuade which way you're gonna jump, because you're most likely gonna jump off the cliff. That's all I wanted to say for that. So let's get into the Scout. I want to talk about mainly the shotguns, at least 2 or 3 of them, 3.5, however. I really like the Force of Nature instead of the other 2 guns we'll talk about. The 2 other shotguns kind of blow. I did get a lot of kills with the first weapon we always start out with is the scatter shotgun. And even though I got a lot of kills with it, I got even more with the Force of Nature. I can't even count how many kills I got with this thing in short amount of time. How good I was and how fast it was easy to use. When you're crowded and you're surrounded by many enemies, you can shoot your targets and it'll just melt through them like slaughter one after another. Boom, boom, boom.
I see you.
Boom, dead. Just drop dead. It's even better teamed up with the pretty boy pocket pistol. Whew, we'll talk more about that later. Now you will understand where the Force of Nature, because it defeats all like physics and how much forces it has and how much of a natural you'll be using this gun. See what I did there? It's pretty epic how I did that. Like most shotguns, it's a little antsy in this game when you're up close and personal with enemies, because sometimes it will one-shot them, and other times it will decide not to. See, I understand the gun because I could be indecisive too. I don't know if I want a root beer or Arizona green tea, but it's stupid because the gun shouldn't be just like that. It should just be shooting people. It shouldn't be indecisive like me. The Force of Nature has a firing speed that is 50% faster. It also has knockback on both the target and the shooter. So when you're shooting at someone and you know you have low health, you can use the force of the shot to fling yourself further back so you can run away from the enemies. I think that's pretty good. That's like the best part about it. And it shoots them far away, so you got more room to cover. That's great. And it even has 20% more bullets per shot. Now, you're probably asking, what's so bad about the gun? What is the cons to this gun? There's not much bad about it, actually. There's only like a 10% damage penalty and a 66% clip size. It ain't that bad at all. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't really feel like it's only 10% for damage penalty. I don't think shotguns should have damage penalties because it's stupid. It's dumb. I'd rather just one-shot them when I'm really close to them and not just... It doesn't work. It's stupid. I hate the indecisiveness of this gun. So far, there's only 2 negatives. It ain't really a big problem. You just get over it. You only get 2 shots, and you're fast with the reload speed, and the damage output is a little ass, but the shots on it, it's just terrific. Where did he go? I think killing spies is like the easiest thing, or just stumbling upon them, because they kind of act like an NPC sort of, you know, and you kind of can tell that they're not actually on your team, or they are a spy because they're not doing anything that the other classes would do. I think that's a pretty good indicator. Or you just stumble upon them by accident and you just end up shooting them on accident or hitting them in the head with the bat by accident. So, you know, game is game. You know, sometimes you read something and you're not too sure if you actually understand it, and even though it's in big, bold lettering and telling you how to use it and how it works, and you still don't understand it. That was like me my first time with this gun, and I guess a couple other times with the gun. So the first time I thought it was correct. I knew it was correct, but I didn't think it was correct at the same time. Does that make sense? It should make sense. But the reason why I kind of complained about it at first is because I can never stay alive long enough to be able to use the hype meter or even to be able to build it up until recently, and I had a lot of fun with it. So there's that. And the second time I thought how it worked is with crit jumps. Thought about that is unrealistic and somehow did not make sense but made sense at the same time, is where the hype meter kind of builds, you're able to jump up and shoot and you get crit jumps with it, or crit shots. That's how I thought it worked the second time, and I was sadly mistaken. So finally I went through again and got it built up, and then look at that! I'm able to do multiple air jumps. Damn, I was correct the first time, sort of. It just sucks when you just don't fully go with it, and then you finally do, and you're like, oh my gosh, I made the biggest mistake of trashing this gun. This gun is really good. 25% reload speed, that's pretty bad. That's not bad at all, dude. And having a hype meter where you're able to jump 5 times like you're walking on air, dude, that's really good. And you get health back by 3. That's even better. And the other thing, you pair it up with the Pretty Boy Pocket Pistol, that they work as a wonder team. They work so good together, it's crazy, because you get more health back and you have like a 15 faster reload speed with the Pretty Boy Pocket Pistol. That is pretty good, and paired up with this one, it's you're dual wielding at this point. It's so good and it's so fun to use. My first time I was playing miserably and I didn't understand it, and I always died all the whole time. So this time I was playing a lot more smarter to be able to actually use the hype meter and actually be able to play with it a lot more and actually stay alive with many ways of not trying to force myself in there, maybe getting off a couple of shots with the pistol and then getting a couple more shots with the soda popper. I got a lot of kills with the soda popper, I'll be honest with you. It was just how I was playing. Usually I stayed further back a lot of the time, and every time I pushed I died, but I found like a healthy middle in between, and I was able to finally use the gun. Like I said, this gun is really fun to use. It just takes a while to understand, but even though it's in big, bold lettering telling you how to use it the first time, and your brain just does not know how to understand it for some reason. But yeah, definitely look into this gun and have fun with the gun. That's what I have to say. Not many complaints about the gun, really. I think, if I remember, the damage output is a little less, but that's fine. I mean, you're able to just keep running around them and keep building up that hype meter. When you're able to use it, you're able to just jump away, or just keep jumping. Just keep going, man. Just keep hopping all the way there. So yeah, use this gun. The soda popper is definitely a plus.
Do you have any idea how fast I am?
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
I love this gun. The reason why, because you get to feel like Scarface mowing down so many people, and while getting health back. If you don't have a medic and there is no like health packs anymore or pills, this gun is going to become your top favorite secondary weapon, because you're able to get health back pretty quickly. If you don't overuse it too much, like running out of bullets, because that too will become scarce, because for some reason some people don't like to drop ammo when they die. So very cool. But if you pair it up with any of the guns, any of the shotguns, you're gonna be able to have a fun time with it regardless, because how much of the 15% reload speed is, you're able to reload really fast with the gun. And I think that's what makes it worth it, because not a lot of guns you're gonna get health back, especially the soda popper, because it doesn't stack so much. How long is this going to take? Health back, and also this one will help you to build up the hype meter faster than the gun that it's supposed to be for. So it's a plus, I would say, regardless of anything I was gonna say, or if anybody says anything about it. It's a good secondary weapon. You're able to just pair it up with any of the guns. That's what I gotta say. I haven't really done like trying to hunt down people, because every time I've tried to done that, I've died more times than just trying to use the two I like to imagine it's a mosquito, you know? It's just really fast and it's able to suck blood up real quick and just fly around and run away. It's a good gun, I will say that. It will get rid of some crowds, but not a lot of crowds. I got like 2 pyros when they were chasing me, so I would say this gun is really good to use in tough situations like that, or just a real quick pop like a spy, just in your grill, and you're stuck for some reason, because everyone's crowding you, and you have to just pop, 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 shoot them and end them real quickly. That's why I love this gun, because it saved me a lot of times like those times. So yes, this gun is good. So, anybody else says otherwise, yeah, just go home, because I don't want to hear it. So off to the next weapon. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really understand this weapon a lot. I am not much of a melee person, I will say, because I'm not very good at timing my hits on people a lot of the time, but I did get some pretty good kills, I will say, with this weapon. Like this one on the stairs, where I chased the soldier up and beat him to death in the back. With that, you will see a crit. So what that means, this weapon will give you an extra jump, and while you're airborne, you can get a critical chance on target. So that's pretty good, I would say. Sort of. If you're able to jump in the air and fight them, I cannot do that. I have not done that before.
Dog.
You kind of have to jump. I don't know if
man.
it's precisely you have to do a double jump to get it, but I'm pretty sure you just gotta jump normally to get it. That's how I got it off that soldier. There's a couple of times where I've maneuvered around enemies like the heavy and this medic.
Oh my
where
God.
I've demolished the heck out of them by dodging their rapid fires. So yeah, and I got the medic kill, so that's pretty good. I would say use this gun if you really want to. It's really fun. Even teamed up with the soda popper where you get, what is it? The soda popper is 5. This one you get 1. Put it together, you get 6. You get like 6 easy air jumps to be walking on air the whole time. So definitely choose this weapon. Not much I want to talk about this one.
I am under the water. Please help me. Here too much raining.
So my conclusion is that the running parts, running around, and the agility parts is fun and all, but sometimes it feels like Half-Life 1 again, how buttery the floor feels a lot. I don't know why it feels like that, to me it does, but maybe I'm just not used to playing as the scout and not slipping everywhere where I go. So, yeah, there's that. I love the movements where you're able to not only, hear me out, dodge rockets from a soldier who's firing at him, like, look at this, 1 rocket, 2 rockets, 3 rockets, 4, I wouldn't count that one, that one was so far away, I can't even count that as me dodging that one. But still, get a life, my friend, get off this game, because you're bad. So, he can run really fast, outmaneuver any of the classes, he can just shoot anybody up so quickly and end them immediately. What weaknesses does he have? Well, that is the corners of any of the maps. Doesn't matter. You could be a pyro, and he will burn you into a crisp. It could be the damn turrets. Look at this smash. There's like about 3 of these damn things, turning all of us into Swiss cheese. It was horrible. I hated it. So yeah, and it could be the soldier that will blow you up in the smithereens. It just doesn't end there. You think you're safe? You think you're safe if they don't go around? Well, think again. You have the sniper. You poke your head out just for a centimeter, they blow your head off. Oh, it doesn't even have to be around the corner either. It could be, you know, just a average spy behind you that's stabbing in the back. My gosh, it doesn't matter who it is. It could be anybody around that corner of yours, and you'll just die immediately if you get lucky. Maybe. But there's one important class I didn't mention. It's really hard to talk about. Yet no one wants to hear about it because it strikes fear in everybody. It's called a job application. No! The scariest of scaries. The classes of classes that will put anybody down. But yeah, that's about it. I don't have anything else. Playing as the scout has been fun, and I can't wait to try out the rest of the classes that we still gotta do. So yeah, see you guys for another 3 or 4 months from now. So yeah, have a good one. God bless you, and have fun with your classes, boys and gals.